So today we're here on the corner of California and Stockdale to protest ending ICE here in Kern County. I know that we're just starting out and stuff, but I want to let you guys know we need to start making a change. So I am out here on the corner of California and New Stein and Stockdale, and we are going to be protesting from 6 to 7 every Sunday until our event that's going to be in October for Day of the Dead. This is a serious thing that intertwines with everything that we are going through. ICE connects the dots to sex trafficking, to human rights, being a minority. If you see all of the people that are in these cages, they are mostly minorities. And being in on these conversations with organizers here in Bakersfield, it's just mind-boggling with the population being more Hispanic, that no one is really fighting this. Like 3 detention centers in McFarland, and the populace is Hispanic, and they're selling these innocent people. Yes, they're here illegally, but they're not a criminal. Go through the proper paperwork. Don't throw families from out of the projects inside of cages. Is this what we're doing now? So instead of them being on welfare, we're going to put them in cages? So I am here to end it. If you want to come along with me, I will be doing a big event for Day of the Dead here in the same location on Stockdale and California, and we will be out here to gather people that are serious about making change instead of pressing the click button and saying that you like it and you want to end it. That doesn't end anything, because legislation is not on Facebook to make mandate rules and regulations and policies. The government is not on social media. It's not. It might be there, but it's not there to implement anything to make change. We still have to vote. We still have to make things better for ourselves. And there are a lot of Africans that are in these detention centers. They might say that it's a Mexican problem, but they have Africans from Nigeria that are in these detention centers. It's not just Mexicans. You have Argentinians that are in these detention centers. Everyone that is not from European descent is in these ICE detention centers. And to hear lawyers justify how the test modeling is going to be on their portfolio for the New York, what is it? The NASDAQ?
Yeah. Oh, that's
yeah, they're selling it on the NASDAQ. Under GEO. All of our ancestors were immigrants at one time. Every last one of us. The only ones that should be kicking people out and putting us in prisons is the Native Americans. Those are the ones that should be putting us in jails. But it shouldn't be the other way around. How can you put... Oh, hey. You know, this is ridiculous. First we were doing Black Lives Matter. No one wanted to listen. Then God has given us another sign. Now you're putting people in cages. If this ain't biblical, then I don't know what is. All these fires and all this, that, and the other. Did you see all those fires in Afghanistan? And they just putting people in cages there. Because everyone listens to America. Everyone listens to the test model. So if they do it, then we know that we're not going to get in trouble for it. Everybody is fighting the wrong fight. Everyone is picking corners and stuff, and you're not looking at the humanity and how it is placed. If they're going to mess with black people, and we try to warn y'all, when they mess with black people and kill a nigga on TV, now they fucking with Mexicans, Argentinians, Asians. No one that is white descent is in those cages. And all those pictures and all the footage that I have not seen one freaking Canadian. Me personally, I have not seen one white person in those cages. Have not. The majority of those people are brown. So when you divide a movement and say that it doesn't mean for the other one, and we warn you and say, hey, what happens if you're not for us? What happens when they start messing with you? And guess what? They're messing with you. 3 detention centers in freaking McFarland. They opened 2 more. Well, the first, how do you say that? There was one that was opened already, and then they opened 2 more on Labor Day.
Total of 3 in Kern County.
Yeah, total of 3 in Kern County. So they say we're going to release the inmates, and so instead of you know, like thinning out the population for people in detention centers that have COVID, they're sleeping on one another. They're giving them poison food. Women are waking up and their babies are lost. There's another connect the dot. Now you have Save the Children. So now all the Save the Children are intertwined with the detention center.
And the children are getting sexually abused and everything in there.
Huh?
And the children are getting sexually abused in there. The women are getting sexually abused. And it's all by the workers. And there's nothing that you can do, nothing that you can say.
Yeah.
So it's their word against
theirs. And how about when they take the kids, and now children don't have laws because they have to be what? They have to be accompanied by an adult. So now that they snatch them away from their parents, they don't it's a double whammy, because now they're illegal and they don't have a person to petition for them because they're a kid. Now they're putting all these little children in these hotels and starving them and doing heinous things to them. Just because they don't have blonde eye and blue hair, piggy tails, and or they're not getting snatched up from someone's house, doesn't mean that we shouldn't save our children. They have, on NPR, there is an article with a 16-year-old boy and a 13-year-old boy. The people were off duty on ICE, picked up these 2 boys and sent them over to a hotel and left them there for dead. If it wasn't for the nosy people that were in the hotel saying these boys never got out, imagine if we weren't in COVID. There are a lot of people that are in hotels and displaced right now because of COVID. So imagine if everything was operating the way it was. It would be worse. No one would give 2 shits. So we are going to be out here. I know with 200,000 people, I know somebody wants to get off their couch. I know there's somebody that wants to make a difference. We're unable to sit here and just beep horns anymore. When they start messing with you and kicking door downs in McFarland to say they want to get rid of the poverty to put them in detention centers, we're still paying for it. Our tax dollars are paying for a federal institution. So instead of it being state, now we're going to have all these federal institutions. Instead of them putting them through an educational class to put them to work and make them pay taxes. That's what they should do. But you can't throw somebody in jail and detain them and expect them to pay off their debt. It's impossible. But us as United States citizens, we're going to end up paying for those federal freaking detention centers. We already are. And it's just going to get worse. I think they said, what, they're going to open up 16 more, but I don't know about in Kern County, but 16 more are going to be open before the end of the year. And I bet you, watch Alcatraz open up all of a sudden. Oh, I had a dream about that. I had a dream that they said, well, it doesn't matter, let's just put them over there. They said that they're going to take all vacant prisons, and Alcatraz is a very vacant prison. And because they're not criminals, they're not going to try to run away, so they probably would put them up in there. I don't get it.